There we go. Hello. Hi. A new abyss has dropped, and I'm not ready, but it's time to challenge it anyway. 5 minutes is not that bad considering how late I was anticipating being. But also, I ran into an issue where one of my audio plugins, that's a deck that's used to balance other plugins, had a full reset with an update. So I had to redo everything really quickly. So I hope the quality of the voice isn't too bad. I didn't have much time for checking. Oh, and I think the music's a little too loud again. Here we go. Anyway, Abyss of Light. I swear I added some stuff in the bank here that I was going to use for the Abyss of Light. I could probably grab one of these. I don't know if I can beat this. Seriously, because I did not prepare much. I've still got some Haste Tonics Ultimate. But yeah, I don't have a holy attack character, so just gonna have to go in with what I got. And hope that I can still break the barrier on my dark damage. Got my harming potions. I've only got 2 tonics left in the orange form. I should craft some more. I got detail damage food, which I think is the most important. I've still got Panacea for an hour, so if I can beat it anytime, today's going to be the day. And I used another 7-day Light and Darkness manual. It's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point. Worst comes to worst, I'll pull out my my Whipmaster again. You know, I realized the issue I was having with my Whipmaster in the Dark Abyss was that I was not using the Eidolon that did the HP stealing, which would have been nice. And also, it would have been nice if I had been able to get a different class master buff, but if I'd wait for it to clear, I won't have my Panacea anymore. Such is life. I'll start easy. I actually did run this solo mode on my other characters, so I'm not going to get any titles or achievements here. But the other 2 I've not done. But you know, we've got to work our way up. This one will be quick though. As expected. Oh, and the titles were times of day related as well, so I might get a new good title to use if I can bear giving up my tier as my favorite title. Oh, I just realized I don't have chat visible for me. Yeah. Now, what classes would use a holy weapon, I say as I'm fighting my way through? I mean, you can play Duelist as holy. They've got an absolute insane nuke skill. When using Dancing Balisong, gain Obliterating Blade Light status. All attack deals an additional 50% damage. That sounds quite good. I'm not gonna lie, that does sound quite good. And I know you can play Ranger as Holy as well, and especially now on the new mode, they have an option where you can switch the element of the Dimensional Arrow, or I guess it's called Blood Dance Arrow. Alright, Solo Hell. I'll get another easy one. Is she even out? Oh, she probably died. I kind of don't like these floor AoEs either. Not gonna help with my stand still strategy. Slanting Sunset. That's a nice title. Some of my other time of day named characters would be well suited to a title like that. Aurora? No, I'm not entirely certain that one works for time of day. Anyway. As expected. Cakewalk for those two. Then here's where the suffering starts. You just have to build up your self-esteem a bit by fighting the easy ones first, right? Alright, time to suffer. So we want both tonics. 35 minutes, that's longer than the thing lasts, so that's fine. I am going to turn on my manual. It's a 7-day manual, so it's not a permanent one that I'm going to be using permanently, so I've got to beat this today, otherwise... Well, actually, if I can't beat it today and I don't have Panacea anymore, I might be screwed. I did use a holy elixir? No, I did not. There. Actually, I should look how bad my dark damage is. And they're pushing me so far out here that I'm not even keeping all the mobs aggroed. Gosh, this sucks. I gotta keep them still if I wanna hurt them, but holy moly, that pushback. Because my main damage, I think, is still coming from my Dark Spike. Hex Shot. I call it my spike, because I think of it like a spike trap, the way that the animation is for it, right? But if I can't keep them sitting on the spike trap, then we're kind of in trouble. I mean, they're taking damage. Yikes. I might have to pull out a better healing skill from the bard. Yeah, I need to focus on thinning the herd rather than targeting different ones. Gosh, I kind of hate this. Oh. Oh, they keep resetting. I don't know that I've even beaten one of them because I get one down, then they push me too far, and then they reset. That sucks. The calming music does help emotionally, though. Come on. Alright, so I've got to focus on not getting pushed back so much. I'd love to just stand still and let my crit rate buff gain, or build. My crit rate's not too miserable anyway. But definitely can't just stand still and let them push me. I really hope that's just this first level of mobs, because if we have to deal with that as this on every tier of mobs... Oh. It is the mobs, right? Yeah, it's the mobs. Yeah. And we're down to 2. How much was the cooldown on this anyway? 3 seconds. Alright, we're getting these guys down. I didn't use my speed buff. Oh, my speed is not even capped? Is this a stronger debuff than the other dungeons then? Or I'm missing my anima! Where's my anima? The heck is that about? Why did I not have an anima on? Oh, I bet you I took it off for some screenshots. Alright, so we are gonna hit you with the debuffs. And try not to die. Oh, that's not life stealing much. Oh, and the heals are based on damage, so they don't do much either. And Eris is dead. Charged E, uncharged 3, and charged 4. I should probably throw an Aurora Era out there just because it can do some damage, right? Oh yeah, we have to worry about the timer again on this one. I did use those, right? Yeah, I did. That was the first thing I used. Definitely getting pushed back. Ate a lot of time there on the first set of mobs, so I really hope we're not dealing with that the whole time. Okay. One down. Probably benefit from more detail damage too, I think. Oh, now my speed is capped. Wonder what was going on there. Yeah, probably have enough decreased. Please don't have knockback. Okay, yeah, no knockback. I'm definitely taking more damage than in the last place, even though they don't have like a mechanic that's constantly draining your HP. And Eris died again. Yeah, she cannot survive those floor AoEs. Oh, I should probably save that for when I get Eris back out. I'm not used to using a healing skill, so you have to bear with me while I figure out how to make it most efficient. And I did it again. Alright, Eris, come back. Yeah, I think the way to go is the, stack the debuffs, hit with my best combo, even if it means losing the stacks. Oh, she healed. That's not good. Or did she heal? I thought I saw her life spike up, but I don't know that I've got a debuff for max HP. Oh, she keeps killing my Eris, and I can't get to keep the debuffs on her. Oh yeah, Eris is not surviving. swear I hit the precise shot in there to restack it. Okay, I gotta watch her life bar here because I want to see if there's a skill that's causing her jump HP to look like it's spiking back up. No, I can't do it. I have to keep an eye on my skills to see what I'm able to use because I'm not used to the cooldowns for the new bow yet. 1, 2, charged E, tap 3, charge 4, which is a lifesteal, and it'll bring me back, yes. I think we're 15 minutes for this dungeon, so kind of feels like we are not passing this. Well, we just need to get the last boss to spawn, right? So 2 more bosses we need to spawn. Oh, my poor Eris. And she missed that heal. Cool. And I don't have a lifesteal idol on, not that it would help. I think I'm doing okay in terms of lifesteal, though. No, knockback. Yikes. Knockback. I'm not sure what to do about knockback. Especially these guys. If they so much as touch me, I can't use any skills. Not what I'd call ideal. But if I can't keep them standing still, then I can't use my dark spike, which means I can't hit them, which means I can't beat them. I wish there was knockback resistance. And I can't 10-ton drop on this either. Yikes. That's not even like a DPS check. I don't even know how you would deal with that. Yeah, we've only got 3 minutes left. I don't think we're getting to the next boss because these guys... Oh, they even aggro all the way back there? The other guys were resetting when I was this far back. Okay. No, even when there's only one. They knock me back and then reset if I try that. But I can't just fight one at a time either. Neither can I rely on stunning them, because I can't even get a skill in when I'm surrounded. That'll only work for 10 seconds too, so how to handle the knockback? I'm gonna have to check in the Discord how people are handling this, because it's quite suffering. Can't get close to them. And when they knock me back, they reset. If I try to only aggro a couple. Oof. Like, I knew it was going to be suffering, but this is pretty bad. Thanks, Plinko. Thanks for the suffering. I'm laughing at myself, too, because I honestly have zero clue how to counter this. If it was just a DPS wall, like I didn't have enough DPS to damage them, that's one thing. But it's literally, I cannot use skills. there's zero room to breathe between each time they knock back because this is 6 seconds. But there's 6 targets, right? So they can just basically every second knock back. Can't use skills, can't use 10-ton drop to get back to the ground. It's rough. But please do try it, Plinko. I'd love to hear if you've got like a better... Oh, your solution is probably to use decoy on one of them. Although, does that work? Because these guys are elites, right? Can you use decoy on elites? I mean, this run is ruined. If I had higher stats and was able to, like, one-shot these mobs, it would be a non-issue. 100%. I still want to try it on my Whipmaster. I'll have to move over all the gear and whatnot. But I do want to at least try. Because Whipmaster might be able... Like, the Whipmaster's on-field area of effect is a lot longer lasting than my spike, and it's actually got quite a bit larger AoE, because my spike is pathetic. My Hexshot spike? Pathetic. I think... probably best if I just walk away. Not sure how to handle this. That's quite depressing. I mean, I knew it was going to be suffering. Now, as far as the weapons go, let's still just take a look here, right? Wait, is his name Ding Dang Ding? Let's see. All right. Well, who can play as Holy? I mean, a ranger can play as Holy, so what kind of effect does it have? Basically the same as my darkness, or the same as the S35 bow, just at a lower level with the Holy thing, but dang, that duelist one was really speaking to me. I might get this for my duelist. Obviously not the level S35 one, but maybe the middle tier one? I might farm for that for my duelist. Michaela duelist. Yeah, when casting Whirling Dance, gain Dewdrop. Oh, these are different. Hold on. The 95 one was different skill. When using Dancing Balisong, gain Obliterating Blade status. All attack deals an additional 50% damage. Oh, for 3 seconds though. That's not very long. Wouldn't you want it before Dancing Balisong? Because then if you were to use Dancing Balisong with the extra 50% damage, that might affect every single hit, but that doesn't... Oh, that's disappointing. I was hoping it was... I misread it the first time. Okay, I mean... Oh, that's the S35. Hold on a second. Increasing Holy Light skill damage by 10%. All attacks deal an extra 20% damage. Maybe that other one's a typo, because 50% extra damage on a level 95 weapon is kinda cracked. Or at least those ones are easy to... These ones are easy to do, right? They're not super expensive. Well, they're expensive, but they're at least easier to do in terms of like the actual dungeons themselves. So call this a failure, and then we're gonna head over and drop some supplies over into the warehouse and try again on my webmaster. He won't benefit from. Oh no, he still would. Increases received crit damage by 60%. That'll still benefit him. I think this is my best contract right now. At least it'll probably benefit him more than my old Flockia anyway. But he does need gear, so make some space in my messy warehouse. Oh, but I'm probably gonna want to give him a combination manual too, right? No, he can just have a regular manual. A regular 1-day manual. Oh, those are 3 days. Alright. And just because the stats are so ridiculously debuffed in here, I feel like even though normally Agni would still be a beneficial thing to be using for the crit rate, I am just going to give him my, is it S25 one here? No, it's just S15, the Black Flame Annihilation. I mean, that mixed with my contract here is it makes up any difference in stats anyway. Or makes up the difference. Actually, no, Uranim's Promise doesn't work on him either, so we'll keep that. And then the contract. Classmaster. Holy Light. I'll give him my detail food too. Now I'll give him some elixirs. He might have some elixirs. What was the last thing? Oh, the contract. Where'd it go? There. Oh, and I didn't use Navia Noble Cuisine. I don't think it would have helped. Not gonna lie. I think that was a lost cause. I think he's still on a S25 weapon anyway. Here's my coffee. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting through. Actually, hold on a second. Has anybody in the Discord been talking about it? I wasn't looking all morning. I was busy. Nope. Yeah, no, nobody in the Discord has mentioned anything about how freaking hard it is to get through those guys with the knockback. So either there's some kind of secret method that I'm not thinking through, or oh, we still got 8 minutes on an integration manual. Better mosey. There we are. He's got his own noble cuisine on, so that's fine. Yeah, but he's using triple strike. I just feel like detailed is better in these You know what? I'm gonna try with triple strike, and if I feel like it's not doing so hot, I'll switch over. And we are gonna grab one of these. Why do I have a 3-day holy manual? Does he get a better roll? No. In any other circumstance, I'd be happy to have that as the stat. Oh shoot, pet, right. I think the pet I was using was a dark pet. Maybe that was a dumb idea too. Pop more potions. Oh, I don't feel prepared. I feel like I'm missing something. I am. I don't even have a second trophy on here. Where did his trophy go? It's not even worth a scuffed try if I don't even have a full set of gear. Wait, did Midday have the good emblem on? She might not have. I actually don't even see the trophy that I normally use, my codex. Oh, no, there it is. Codebook. And emblem. Midday might have been using the bad emblem. I mean, this isn't like an amazing one. And I also didn't re-roll it good. But it's not nothing. Alright. Is this day the Midders of the Days? Big fan. I don't know if I am the Midders of the Days, but I am certainly a midday. There are those that call me Midday. Well, this is going to be rough. I can already feel this is going to be rough. Quick check over my pets, but I'm not going to beat the first wave in 4 minutes, that's for sure. Just anybody that has holy damage? $5% less damage from Holy Light! I'm gonna take it. I don't know that that's necessarily gonna be the issue, but I'm gonna take it. Oh yeah, so basically YouTube made this decision where they were like, hey, you know what's cool? If people's screen names aren't the ones that show up in the chat or comments anymore. And I'm not sure that I think that was a great choice. But unfortunately, it does mean that everybody's names are now their actual channel name and not their @ handle. Which kind of sucks. Ugh, the knockback. No, the knockback. How did I even manage this on midday? This is awful. This is awful. I don't even know how I managed this. At least these guys, they telegraph, so I can run around like a lunatic and avoid it. The other guys, just as soon as they got close to you, they hit you. Honestly, I am tempted to reach out to one of my friends who's particularly powerful in like a carrying Vo floor 12 kind of way and ask them what the birds do to them. Like these guys, I'm doing it's being able to kite around the telegraphs makes it manageable. And I think I kind of got the hang of it with midday. Sort of, I say as I immediately let it fall apart. But you really just gotta keep out of those AoEs. Oh, shoot. Nope. I couldn't get a target on him. I did not kill a single one of those guys. The birds give them electric fried chicken. What? What do you mean electric? I'm not even sure what you mean by electric fried chicken. Oh, goodness. Can't even enter the floor. I did beat this on my bow, so just... I'm not completely inept, I swear. It's just that when you don't get to... When they're hitting you back, you need to keep up the damage to be able to lifesteal enough to survive, right? And because of all the AoE, the floor AoEs that hit your Eidolons, you actually can't keep an Eidolon out, which is why I didn't even bother bringing Persephone. You know what? I am mid. I'll accept that. I am completely mid, but how can I get better if I can't get the weapons? Midept. I like that, actually. Congratulations on your achievement, Plinko. And again. Oh my gosh. I keep trying the same thing and it's not working. What should I do? Is there stun in here somewhere? Yes. No, died before I stunned him. Okay, if I get them all together... Try something different, Plinko! Wow, what a novel idea. I should totally try something different. I mean, I know my warbow has S35 weapon on. So, at the very least, I would expect her to do more damage, but it is kind of nice to see her handling herself way better here than my whip did. Whip is, because my whip was kind of killing it for Infernal Abyss. Although, not being able to use an Eidolon is quite a handicap. Alright, so here what we're going to do. We're going to try to lure them into a bunch. That way we can avoid all of their attacks at the same... It's already been 5 minutes and I have not killed a single mob. At the 5-minute mark, I was at least on the first boss on midday. God, this knockback. Okay, I'm gonna message my friend and ask them to try Abyss of Light. I'm not going to tell them why it's kind of suffering, but I just messaged them saying that it's kind of suffering. See what they say. Oh boy. That's a lot of little orbs of light. See, the AoEs can hit Eidolons. Normally regular attacks don't hit Eidolons, but the red carpet AoEs do, which is why she's not faring very well. I just had a thought. Don't aggro, don't aggro. What if Pumpkin immune to knockback? No, Pumpkin not immune to knockback. Pumpkin not immune to knockback. Yo, even that crystal came to follow me? Ranged has to be the way to go here. My issue is that as soon as I start getting too close to them, they hurt really badly. So, I think I'll give up on Mr. Atosh, my whipmaster. Excuse me. And we're gonna shuffle all our gear over to my guns. Now my guns aren't super well built. I'm pretty sure she's also got an plus 30 weapon, but I don't know if she's got anything else. So we'll just take everything. Because if we can use... Hey, this is the point. The point is to suffer, right? We're going to figure out how to suffer our way through here. So if we can use decoy to our advantage here, and like be able to oh, I didn't even use a holy elixir. Good thing too, because that would have been a waste. So if we can use decoy to take the pressure off from those knockback skills, we might have a shot here. Pun intended. I don't even know if it's necessarily even worth bringing the Eidolon along, because really... Well... So what you're saying is you made it all the way through because you're a lot stronger than me. Then I guess my my other friend who's got... My other friend is a chip, so I asked someone that plays a star caller to give it a shot and see how they feel. Let's see how a much more melee range kind of class handles it. I don't know if they're around to do it until later today, though, so I'll have to report on that at some other point. Go off field. And again, the Eidolon's not going to be able to stand out or survive on the field long, so probably not even worth transferring over, but I at least want a nice star buff. Well, I'll grab Percy off of my bow then. And my problem was that she just kept dying right off the bat because they kept dying from all the floor AoEs. Full holy damage chest. Yeah, no, I certainly don't have that. I've even got oh, mine's fire and ice, isn't it? Because it's all Nazruddin and My what isn't level 99? My holy chest is fully awakened now. I do have it rank 50. Oh, being level 99 for the Eidolon. Yeah, no, mine's only 80. It's a ton of resources to go all the way to level 90. Oh, she's on the field. See, if I was doing my Temple of Gaia every day, I'd have plenty of resources, but just, I forget. Now, last month, I didn't have to do my usual, I didn't do my Dragon Point stream, because I actually did them last month thanks to the Temple of Gaia event. But even then, I was feeding up other Eidolons that are not 4-star yet, so that I could get them to 4-star. I just feel like it's more important to have those star buffs, or sorry, the archive buffs over a level 99 Eidolon, because normally they're not that integral, they're just a buff. Maybe it's time to reconsider that. Just wouldn't it be depressing to have an Eidolon level 99 and it's not even tier? Oh, guns. Shoot, I was gonna go guns, not wizard. I love my gun character's eyes, like that eye color, it's kind of a light teal. I just think it looks so nice. Zoom in on them. Kind of a bluey green. Okay, yeah, so she's got miserable trophies here, not even plus 30. And then I've got her on the Eternal set because I've just put something on her so that she can handle basic stuff like the Bond dungeons and whatnot without being immediately knocked out. But today is a, oh, that's not going to be the right one, is it? No, it's not. And we don't want Agni, we want Black Flame. I probably shouldn't have organized my inventory. It would have been better if I had not. That should be the gear, so I'll just quickly equip all that and make sure that that's the gear sorted before. Double checking what else I need. Okay, Sonic Bomb. Oh, Harp. Alright, then buffs. There's no fusion for those. That's so depressing. They're just sitting there in my inventory, making fun of me every time I look at them. Okay, those two. I don't have a guns harming potion. I'm going to use the detail damage ones that I saved from last time. I am going to pop a noble cuisine because I'm taking this seriously and we're using all the buffs we can. I just feel like using a fusion manual when I've only got 4 weeks left of fusion manuals is probably a bad idea, so I'll take just a storm manual. Oh, right, and Kingyo pet. And while we're running over, again, my Storm Eidolons probably aren't going to survive, so we're just looking at the buffs. Storm attribute skill damage and crit rate. That might be a good choice. Flat damage, probably not. Crit damage and damage, I don't think so. Honestly, I do like her. So even though she's not going to be doing any healing, I'll keep her. And then Persephone. Let's go. Oh, so that's when you were able to farm up that many, huh? Because they weren't releasing any more Eidolons? I've still got old Eidolons that I need to 4-star, but with the price of rings right now, it's kind of insane to do that. And in the end, I did not get a single ring from the event that was in the Temple of Gaia. I'm still glad they ran it, because on my alt account, I was able to get a lot of keys for Eidolons that I needed to finish up to like 3-star. Plus, the incentive to run it actually gave me good reason to do so, and now she's actually got a decent amount of LP when she didn't before. So I'm glad they ran the event. I just, considering how low the rate was, just leave that up permanently, right? They're not tradable, so they wouldn't affect the greater market. Now you got 2 though. That's still pretty good. I think you ran way more times than me. There were some days where I was just too tired after work and didn't. Alright. Thanks, Irene. We're gonna take it from here. I guess I can go inside and get buffed up. Shoot, I don't even know where all my skills are. Decoy. It's probably fine being a trigger with mouse kind of thing. You're gonna see how miserable I am at playing Gunslinger here. Plinko is literally going to die from cringe at this. Let's get buff! Wait, where are my holy elixirs? Did I not grab my holy elixirs? Did I not put them back in my warehouse? Oh, before I do that, I could actually just search here, right? Oh yeah, they're in the shared warehouse. Oh. Thanks, Plinko. I've actually got plenty of them. I actually made a bunch, and then I thought I made too many, so I threw a couple in the auction house as well. Right, elixir. Oh, I didn't bring my my emblem, my 1-hour emblem. Storm manual 3 days. Double food. 2 tonics. And a buff that's not ideal for this class, but exists. Oh, and I also left behind a couple other buff items, but whatever. I'm not feeling super optimistic anyway. Let's go. Alright. Wait, did it take? Are they going after him? Yes, they are. Except for the last guy. Oh, they reset. They got too far. They knocked him back too far in the corner and they reset. Come on! Oh, I don't know that this helps. They knocked back the decoyed target so much that they reset. I do not like this. What if I freeze you guys too, hey? Okay, that's a good strategy. Percy, to avoid being knocked back to start. Then decoy him. Oh, I think the decoy ran out too. Okay, we're at least killing them though, so we've got progress. Oh shoot, now I'm gonna have to stare at this one until the decoy runs out. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, okay, that worked. Yeah, I might not be, good enough to accurately target the run with the weakest HP. I'll try, but that's a good strategy. Thank you. This has worked the best so far, though. This has worked a lot better than I was anticipating. That is just whether or not she's got the damage to actually take out the boss. I'll try bringing out the Eidolon again. Yeah, this probably would benefit from having like a potion for like a class potion. I don't know if I'm making it to the birds, Plinko. I'm not gonna lie. Because this boss, I'm not doing a lot of damage. I think probably my only skills that will do damage, or rather only skill singular, is Sonic Bomb, right? Yeah. Everything else is quite far into the negatives, so my only skill that's doing any damage at all is Sonic Bomb, so I may as well, like, Ice Trapper, and then just alternate between Sonic Bomb and here. What do you mean the first boss is harder? I thought the first mobs were the hardest, or harder than the second ones, but the bosses were certainly more challenging. Actually, I should read those debuffs. Okay, move speed, and increases my damage. So yeah, those seem like they're good to loop in here. Throw down an ice trap. well, she's keeping her own because Michaela hasn't died. Or sorry, not Michaela. Percival hasn't died. But Percival is not going to be able to survive the other boss floors. Oh, I forgot to keep Ballad in my rotation here. I don't know why I was thinking more damage might help. Literally more damage would do nothing. That's possible too. Getting into the rhythm on the first boss will certainly help you kind of figure out what to do on the other ones. I think Michaela, or Percival, brain is working totally well. I think Percival was doing the heavy lifting there because when she survives, I have the constant lifesteal, right? Well, these guys are cakewalk. I did not even use a decoy there, they just grouped up for me. Oh, I should be using Ballad to keep up my detail. Well, this isn't anywhere near as bad as it was on my bow. I guess I just have a class that seems to work in each one, but I don't have a class that works in all of them. No, shoot. I'm trying to work out the rotation here, because I can see the skills that are... Oh, you know what? Increased target's damage from physical abilities. Useless. Decreased target's defense by 14%. Probably pretty useless. Remember the Harpies buff the nearby mobs to try to keep them away. Oh, is that true? In the other modes, it was just so easy to beat them, I never realized the Harpies actually did anything. I thought they just stood there and fired AoEs at you like the crystals, but I guess that's, learn something new every day. I bet you the defense reduction is kind of useless here. So what if we just stick with this and Ultraviolet Catastrophe? Oh no, because this is Gunslinger damage. And that's received damage from Gunslinger. Well, certainly don't want that. 20%! That's massive! I should probably look at the status bar of the mobs when they're nearby, hey? Did I even use my buff? I don't remember. Yeah, sorry, I'm just so locked in on the skills here, I'm not even focusing on jump casting. And plus, I'm not entirely positive that would help, considering how that my auto attacks are probably only doing 1 damage. Oh, no, you're right. The animation is so long, I'm already able to use another skill while it's going. Gotcha. I missed that one. Yeah, I see that too now. And I'm already onto another skill while it's still casting. Oh, I should use that underneath the boss. Alright. Oh shoot, my weapon is breaking too. It's not even plus 30! Gosh, I should do something about that. I got some fragments. Yeah, I probably should. While they're attacking that, consumables, grocery card. Why do I have a 20-minute cooldown on my Nunnally fragments? Alright. Switch to Persephone. Please don't kill me. I missed it because I was in the air. I better wait for the cooldown to finish. probably safe. Come on. She's got a long freaking summon animation. Alright, we'll lure them kind of to the north here. And then we'll hit you with the decoy. Then you can stop talking to me and start talking to each other, eh? Please tell me the last wave of mobs does not have that knockback thing going on. Oh, shoot. They broke free! And a knockback? Oh, come on. They seem to only have one skill, each of these mobs. No, they reset because they knocked it too far back. I can't believe they can reset in this tiny room in those corners. But they attack me when I spawn up there. Probably not ideal target to use it on, but somebody get charmed, please. It seems like it's AoE there too. The knockback. Added to Abyss feedback too. The knockback hurts. Please make it not so bad. Yeah, I saw that you were saying that. Oh, it roots all of the mobs? As you could tell, I don't play Gunslinger all that much. But hey, this is at least doable. Okay, I don't think... The other issue with these kind of like fan-shaped skills is that they, Oh, that one reset again? They're resetting again. Ugh. And I'm gonna die. Come on, target your friend. Target your friend, not me. But hey, I think we can do this. As long as we can get that last boss spawned, I think we're in business. Oh no, there's no way. We've only got 1 minute left. But I kind of get the issue here was just that the guys were running out of my, we're resetting, right? If I could better strategize so they don't reset, I might be able to do it on my guns. My guns is going to need some work. I think there's a path to success here, though. And I'm not saying that path to success is just I'm immediately going to grab myself a fusion manual, like the temporary fusion manual. But this is at least possible. Alright, you stay back. I need to kill you before my time runs out, which I don't know if that's gonna... No, it's not gonna happen. I keep using precision bombardment. I don't think it's helping. Yeah, it's closed. But there's a path to success here, guys. That being said, my next attempt is in 5 hours, so clearly I'm not going to sit here for 5 hours waiting for it to reopen again. But at least I didn't lie. This was absolutely suffering. Let's do the other two just so I can feel better. Plus, I think I'm gonna craft some weapons from the Holy Abyss here. Whether that's... I should double check some of the other classes here. I was going through them and then I immediately got distracted. DPS Bard is... yeah, it's 15 minutes. Same as all Abysses. Actually, Dark Abyss doesn't have a timer, so to speak, in terms of how long you can use to beat it. It's just that the dot gets stronger and stronger the longer you're on each floor, right? But the final boss's timer is 7 minutes, which is plenty. I don't think you'd do a DPS Bard with Holy, would you? What other options we got? Wow, that was so short in comparison. Michaela's Arriving Dawn Greatsword. When casting Divine Sunderance, target gains the Light of the Warrior status, increasing damage taken from Smiter's Edge by 20% and increasing Divine Thunderstrike skill by 10%. And this is, oh, using Divine Sermon, though. That's hard to work into a rotation, isn't it? Well, maybe not. That's the healing skill, I think. Well, anyway, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think either of those are good. I think I might try to make the level 95 one for my, I might try to make this one for my duelist. Not because my duelist is weak or low level, but because I just wonder if that 50% additional damage is real. Because that's basically a Otohime buff for 3 seconds, right? I mean, it's not ideal that it's after Dancing Balisong, because then you can never use it with Balisong. But still, that just seems wrong. Who else can be holy? Not Whipmaster. Dragon Nunchuck is dark and ice. Stellar... I think Stellar can be holy, right? I forget. But, like, not recommended. And I wouldn't play a Starcaller as holy either, because I'm not a fan. I like the lightning so much better. But we have a path to success. But yeah, my holy sword is S15, so maybe I'll think about crafting him one. No, or not. Heck, maybe I make a Michaela level S15 guns for her, and then see whether or not that helps my guns get through here. Feels like a real shame to make a specific set of weapons for just one dungeon, though. But since I'm finished the Awakening Holy chest, I can at least fortify weapons normally now without needing to throw them away. Oh. That's it. That was so short. Gosh, the difference between them feels like nothing. Like, the difference between the first two feels like nothing on my guns, but on my other account it is quite clear that there's a pretty big jump from the 95 to the 15. Despite the fact that level 95 players can go into all three. Yep. That is pretty pricey for a 95 weapon, though. Oh no, that's CS15s? That's still pretty pricey for a level 95 weapon. I'll think about it. Oh, you know what? I thought that I shouldn't continue fortifying this because I was going to get a new weapon for her, and I just never did get a new weapon, so... I'm pretty high on LP. Evasion, accuracy, move speed, and armor piercing. That's not even really... Oh no, there is a 3% damage, but that's not going to help either. I just kind of want it done. Damage is literally useless in there. Well, there we go. Abyss 2 feedback. Yeah, nobody said anything in there currently about the suffering that is not back in here. So we just have to assume that everybody else is doing just fine, eh? How else could you counter it, though? I was just trying to think of what other classes have skills that would be able to do something about that. Like, Shuriken has... not decoy, but that skill that's supposed to place something on the ground that then acts as a distraction. I've never actually used that. I wonder how effective that would be at keeping the heat off of yourself. And then there's Necromancer. Now, my Necromancer's not built, but I wonder if she's weak enough that she might be able to, like, simulate... No, I think she's strong enough that even that would... she'd still even knock out everything in the easier levels. But let's just give it a shot, because she doesn't really have that great gear on. All I want to see is if her pets can distract the guys and then make it easier to avoid knockback. And then I don't know what I want to do, because technically the stream is about suffering in the Abyss, and we're kind of running out of opportunities to run the Abyss. Oh yeah, she's cooking in a sniper set and a not complete. Hold on, let's get her at least some real accessories, shall we? Oh, I'm gonna regret leaving all that armor on Noon, aren't I? Yeah, she could have a level 95 set. That's good. Yeah, it might be too much stat for what I'm trying to do, though, so I'm gonna just keep those in my inventory so I can equip her after. Just feels kind of sad seeing a pathetic set like that. 2 pieces of a free PvP set. Chronology. Is there like one of the pet guys that's particularly good at distracting? Okay, I think I want to stick with La Pure. Yeah, seems fine, whatever. This isn't a very serious attempt either. I'd need to have her in proper gear to be able to tell whether or not she can help with the, with, like, if her mobs can help with the, distracting the knockback guys. But considering this is technically S15, and she's got very low gear, I'm thinking this will be an accurate attempt at seeing whether the devils will help with the distracting them. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it. Okay. If we'll make it. Oh, wait, no. They're doing enough damage. And I don't play this class much either, so if you're cringing at my rotations, I'm sorry. Alright, now here's the real challenge. Can you guys... Oh shoot, there's only 4 glowy spots because that's the glow effect, but it spawns 6. Can you guys hold their attention? Oh, they can! They can! They can, and they don't go knocked back, they only go knocked in the air. Alright, so we have another viable strat here is, Devil Distraction. Obviously, this Missy is not handling the highest level. Okay, but the actual holy classes... Like, what's a duelist gonna do when it can't build up any stacks because it's busy getting knocked into the sky? What the heck gear am I using? Yeah, this is, You know, I thought that I thought Infernal Abyss was really, really tough, and then I worked at it and I was able to find a strat to get through it, and that was because my Eidolons could survive. So my strat was just use the Eidolon that gave me permanent uptime on the lifesteal. Oh, why are you... You're attacking the wrong thing. There. So I was able to use the permanent uptime on the lifesteal to get through. Then I thought to myself, holy crap, the Whirlpool Abyss is impossible because of how much damage you're taking. And I think in the end I just kind of brute forced my way through that one with my Whipmaster, and I actually only beat it I think once or twice because it was quite challenging. You had to survive this first like rush of damage from the mobs when they come at you. So, but I made it. For the Dark Abyss, because I've got a dark class, I already had a leg up there. I wasn't fighting against the debuffs as much. So I actually found the Dark Abyss to be relatively not so bad, but I needed to keep up a ridiculous amount of damage to offset the amount of time it took me, because you get a dot that increases as you continue to wait on each floor, and the time they give you for mobs is just so small. But it was possible because I had a dark class, and I don't have a highly leveled light class, or a good way to counter the knockback on my whip or my bow. So we've got Gunslinger can use Decoy to take the pressure off, and Necromancer can use Devils to distract them. I'm not sure how good that'll be in a longer fight. But at the very least, the devils were not getting knocked back. They were only getting knocked up from what I could see, which should help with the reset issue. Obviously, this character is not going to be doing any S25 mode. Oh, this is S35? Well, the monsters go up to S40 and then the weapons are S25. Oh, that's a choice. Who else has some kind of method? Just thinking, what does Bard have? I don't have anything that I need to put back in the warehouse, do I? No. Alright, 1 second. My Bard is not well built either, but I want to check something. Actually, Bard might be kind of suffering because all of the heals are based on, all the heals are based on damage, and it's not going to have any damage left. Not that my Bard is even built in the first place, but... Did I put Persephone back in here? No. No, I did not. You know, speaking about the place, the W place, I went and I looked again the other day, and my little coffee and 12 o'clock icon is still there. Chronology. Oh, she's got... I noticed that the little pop-up that came next to my face when I moved maps said puerty, but this says healthy purity. I bet you they translated it wrong or something there. What kind of gear is she? Not that it matters that much, but... Oh, she's at least in level 90 gear. Her weapon... sucks. Which is exactly why this is a great time to test. I don't... No, it's, this isn't gonna help much because it's a, it's not a status effect that lasts a long time, right? I don't think... Yeah, I don't think any of her specific talents here are gonna do much, but let's find out anyway. With the way that her build is right now, she's definitely weak enough that the, especially with a weapon like this, eh? She's probably going to be dealing with 0 damage in there, so it might not even be possible to beat the S15 one. Oh, Nightmare Totem, though. Forgot about that one. How long does it last? I swear it was longer than 4 seconds, but, well, we'll see. Miss. How much is her accuracy? Yeah, that's pretty low. Okay, she kinda shockingly, breezed... Oh no, she's got level 90 armor on, so okay, she does still have something over my, necromancer there. Oh, and her evasion is quite high. What's up with that? Just remember, you can't avoid the carpets with evasion. Wait, she's on DPS path, right? I'm actually shocked at how much better damage she's doing considering my Necromancer at least had a real weapon on. Holy moly. But what I really want to see is whether or not this Nightmare Totem will assist with the next part. Is it called Reaper? You're right, it's Reaper. I'm sorry. What was I playing that had Necromancers in it? I don't think anything. My brain is just doing like big scythe equals Necromancer, whatever. I think the last game I actually played with Necromancers as a class was probably like Diablo 2. Alright, Sleep Totem. That did not do anything. Void Energy? It missed. Again. Yeah, they're knocking me into the air. So what if I wait for it to cool down? Then I'll stun them. No, that missed. There. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I am aware of what a Necromancer is compared to just a Reaper, but... So, Nightmare Totem viable. Nightmare Totem is viable. I guess that means next I have to try this on my, what do you call it? Sorcerer, who is also not built, to see how good the uptime is. Oh boy, she is just ignoring me. I'm doing so little damage. Oh, that's right, I don't have to keep my ballad stacked, because it automatically stacks on, attack skills with my mastery at 60. Well, if you need Nalini, you can get her easily here. I think Scrub's got 2-star Nalini. Oh, hey, Josie. Unfortunately, this dungeon is a lot more suffering than I was expecting. I thought I might be able to beat it with just a bit of suffering, but the knockback of some of the mobs is really quite something. So that's how the stream is going. Now I'm just testing out different classes' mechanics to see which ones can help with the with avoiding the knockback, because that seems like it's going to be the main thing that we need to counter here. And yeah, I'm just running in really undergeared alts in the middle mode to see whether or not those strategies kind of work against the easier version. Who knows, by the end of this I might even already have enough to make a weapon. Alright, so nothing in Bard's kit inherently is super great for it, because everybody's got stun resistance, right? So next we're gonna try Sorcerer, which I haven't played for a very long time. Does guard have some kind of knockback resistance? I might have to double check that. I don't think so, but can't hurt to look. What's her gear like? Okay, she's in a aura set. Okay. Kind of pathetic. But, it is what it is. We're gonna have to just deal with that. What we're gonna test is whether or not the Nightmare Totem has effective, stopping capabilities. Like, can it keep them under control for long periods of time, or just for like 4 seconds? Actually, hold on a second here. If it doesn't do much damage, we can throw it out here. No, it does damage. And she's got worse accuracy than my bard, so this might be a mistake. Gosh, my accuracy. Literally, only accuracy I'm getting is from this. Oh, and if it misses, it doesn't even place it? Oof. And she still did a lot more damage than my bard, so the armor isn't really holding her back that much, which means I need to be a bit more careful on the third set of mobs. Okay, so it just says reduce harm for a period of time when they stand next to the apostles, but... And I've said it before, but this is also another class I don't play very often. So, no judgment about the lack of skill when it comes to the rotation, which is funny because once I had Sarmus give me like a whole rundown on exactly how to play this class, with the intention of possibly making a video about it, but I wasn't able to get it done in a timely manner. Alright. No attacking, just dodging. Get it down, okay. And we hit him with the alien energy. Okay, so they still get the debuff, but they're resistant to being actually put to sleep over and over again. So the sleep totem is not an effective countermeasure. Then again, if you get them all grouped and you can stay back... Although that was what I was struggling to do on every other class that was melee. It's just these fire trails. They're pretty big as compared to the AoEs I was dealing with on my other classes. I was gonna say, does that say maximum 5 stacks? And I've got 6, but no, it's just that there's a sparkle right in the gap of the 5. source, not viable strategy for defeating knockback. Oh. I gotta try Guardian. I want to see whether or not Guardian has anything that, like, reduces knockback. On the defensive path. I don't know what my Guardian's gear looks like right now either. Woo! Getting a bit spicy. There. Done. I'm gonna have so many Nalani frags when I'm done. Alright, next is Guardian. Definitely want to see if Guardian has some kind of anti-knockback thing. Like, what if... Also, I kind of wish they released this art clean, because this is quite nice with all the Christmas Eidolons. Right, actually... No, he doesn't have immobilizing either. He's just got the big saws. I was thinking if you could put down the big saws, because they continue to work after placing for a bit, you might be able to keep on the move pretty good. I don't know. He's too strong to test out in the lower modes, though. Alright, what's my Guardian got equipped? I mean, because we're timed, I don't think defensive armor is a good choice. This is a very 2019 tank build. Level 80 weapon. Oh. My tank is a bit lacking, let's say. We're just gonna go like this, though. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. This is not gonna go well. But I just want to see. If there's anything. Maybe switch over to the defensive path. We'll give it a try on the offensive one first. I think we can get a moment out of comp. Oh, we might not be able to because of the AoEs from the crystals. I don't know. War Gods, Aegis. You know what? We're just gonna go on the defensive one. Oh, it's a combo skill. Yeah, we'll keep that too. I have all three combo. Oh, yeah, I probably have still been great axe since I did my combo skill video. But basically, I'm thinking none of these actually defend against anything like the knockback, right? Can block linear skill damage. Hold on. Does that count? I mean, they are linear. I guess I didn't need to change over to Guardian Path for that, though, right? Like, I didn't need to change over to the defensive path for that. Alright, let's see what happens. I think I want an offensive Eidolon just because my damage kinda not damaging. No, it's still not back. Well, it was a dream. I thought that might do it. Because it blocks the linear damage? But I guess it's not really damage. I need to rework my envoy path for sure though, because these three combo skills are not it. Oh. Wait a minute, I don't even have them. Why do I have them? I am so sorry, guys. I am clearly scamming. I don't have them. I shouldn't be using them then. That's illegal. Miss. How much accuracy do I have here? 22. We're just going down in accuracy. This is a case of you can't kill me, but I can't kill you either. Kind of surprising how much evasion my class is. Oh, I guess it's because of my my archives and whatnot, but just I've got a lot of evasion floating around. I'm certainly not capped on evasion on my main characters. Come on. Just ain't the same when you don't got discard shield, eh? Which, honestly, they should have made it so that discard shield made your shield turn invisible for a bit. This isn't a debuff anymore, is it? Not really. Roar used to debuff the target. This is actually pathetic. But you know, considering the only healing I have is Nocturnal, and I'm barely doing damage, it's actually kind of impressive how effective this tanky gear is. Well, back in the day, when I didn't really want to invest too much in my gear here, but Roar used to be just on the Guardian path, even though you didn't have it leveled, so I would run the this Abyss, as well as the Dark Abyss, the Avarice Abyss, basically every single day 3 times, bringing other people. I would do the roaring, and they would handle the damage. It was a great strat. But yeah, this is not doing anything to prevent me from getting knocked back. That roar didn't really work properly either, did it? I guess this one isn't technically a linear skill either, eh? Wait, are they not getting stun block? Am I dumb? They haven't been getting stun block this entire time? We could have been spamming stuns on them? Oh wow, and the seal status immunity is 60 seconds. No! I can't keep my Eidolon out. This is so silly. I am sorry for anybody watching this. This is very pathetic. A bunch of misses, and even when I hit, the damage is next to nothing. I bet my mirrored shield is doing more of the effective damage than I am. Honestly, do I have like a better axe sitting in my holy cabinet here? No, of course not. Oh, she might actually be able to kill me here if I'm not focusing. I shouldn't have these on the second layer. They're kind of hard to hit with my keyboard, so I've got to go over to the mouse. I think I'll put Mirrored Shield on 5, because I can reach that one. And again, I'm using Roar, but it's a remnant of a memory of a time when Roar was a debuff. Alright, now we're cooking. I think I just got lucky with some hits there, though. And I still use my mouse. I'm not used to being able to reach the 5. On my old keyboard, I could not reach the 5. And I'm still missing constantly. How would I counter knockback? I don't know that I have any other classes that I could do a proper test on. Like, I can take my nunchuck into the high level mode, but I'm just worried that they're gonna get nuked immediately. But they're still too strong to goof around in the low level mode like this. Oh, you know what? I don't have anything on Asterisk. Or the, sorry, the Tilde. We can do that. Keep that up so I don't take too much damage. I don't remember where we were, but I do remember one time running in a party with a Guardian, a particularly challenging something. It was probably like a party nightmare. Oh, that's right, we have party nightmares. We could totally go test out the nightmare too. The new nightmare, or new old nightmare, and see whether or not it's the hard one or the easy one. Yeah, I was running with a Guardian there, and using this absorbs damage from allies, they actually, like, completely nuked themselves. because it's a really powerful skill in the right circumstances for survivability, but some things hit hard. I gotta keep Mirrored Shield up. It's been 10 minutes. Alright, well, I think there's a path for a really defense-oriented guardian, like a fully locked-in defensive guardian. I think there's a path for it, but they can't avoid the knockback. Just because it seems like Stun Leap is working on them, because they actually don't get the defense, or sorry, the stun block. Which probably means that if I had leaned a little more into ambient drone on my Bard, that would have gone a lot better too, rather than trying to use the sleep. Because the sleep they do seem to become immune to after the first usage. Alright, well, it's a bit of a pivot, but I just remembered that there's a new Nightmare, so we're going to go back to my guns, who should have my good gear, and give it a shot there and see what the rewards are. I don't know that I'm going to be doing any crafting for Nightmare gear again this time, because my gold situation is just a little bit lacking. I've been saving my gold, actually, because I'm trying to save up for a chance, at least a chance, to buy a combination manual for Holy Dark. They were in Paragon the other day, but I didn't have anywhere near enough gold, so I kind of want to just save up my gold for the fusion formula. Yep. Probably could have just teleported back to town. The Nightmare this time, I think it was... I want to say... Cacticara? I should have everything right. Yeah, I got everything. Yep, there it is. I don't remember the mechanics here. Amaterasu fusion? Oh, those are like gigantic mounts. Can't even see them. It's even off screen here. Anyway. Damage to bosses by 2%. That's actually the only one that I consistently use and forgot to use in our last couple runs. Yeah, I have this one. Highly recommended. This is a good one. Some of them are just kind of not, you're never quite sure if it's very effective. I'd love to have this experience one. That would be great. Frost Prison. 1 point of pen is kind of mid. 3 armor piercing. Now, I think Plinko is the one that has this one, who said that its reset doesn't work properly. The other ones, the cooldown continues when you're offline, but this one does not. This one is, wait, I didn't think I had physical. I thought I had regular elemental damage. Hold on, I better double check this, because I swear it was elemental damage. Okay. 37 on physical and 70 on flame. Those will be the easiest ones to notice. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Oh, I have to be in combat, hold on. Oh, there you go, it really is physical. It's kind of pathetic anyway. And now that I've used that one, this one shares the cooldown. So you can only use one, but on the other hand, they do continue to cool down, or they do continue to cool down while you're offline and even sitting around in your warehouse here. And you can still grab them on your other characters and use them there. But this one apparently, the cooldown doesn't work properly, and you have to be online for 24 hours on that character to reset it. And given how long I keep my carnival buffs, like months, that's a really long time. You'd be best off like just leaving yourself on overnight for the like cubing or running an Eidolon linking sprite if you get stuck in that situation. Anyway, are we 0 damage? It's not, so this is an easy one. This is going to be easy. Oh, but this is solo mode, never mind. Solo mode's not usually 0 damage, is it? We'll have to double check in party mode. But either way, this is my best gear, so it should be doable. Yeah, no, usually when it's the super, super easy version where it's not a 0 damage dungeon, the solo mode is even easier than this, so I suspect this is 0 damage. And again, we only have the one debuff listed. Considering the fact that I am literally hyped up on the best stuff I can handle. Or maybe I was just on a storm debuff there, because I'm actually kind of mowing these guys down now. This is solo mode, so don't get too excited there, Plinko. But hey, since you're here, it is the armor-piercing emblem from the Ancient Cliff Temple. That's the one that's broken and the cooldown doesn't work properly. Flame, ice, and dark. Perfect. All modes are solo when you don't have friends like Midday. Hey, LT Mitsu! Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've been taking it a little on the easy side lately because I've been working on another project. So I'm glad that you're still able to find videos that help you. Oh yeah, it does need the 24 hours on the Ancient Cliff Temple emblem. And 3 armor piercing is quite insignificant considering the size of the shields. Like, I don't see that being the difference between being able to break a shield in time and not. Okay, yeah, no, we're on physical debuff, so we should probably just run up to the boss. I don't remember if I'm gonna get like in a story cutscene and not able to fight. No, we're good. I guess what I'm thinking, Plinko, is like the world bosses. And I don't think you're ever going to be in a situation where all 5 people in the party are at the level that they're able to beat Ancient Cliff Temple, and you still need all 5 members of the party contributing to be able to do stuff. Okay, yeah, that was pretty easy. But only 1 emblem. Don't you normally get a couple? Yeah, I think normally you get 3, and then you have to do, Hold on, let's double check this, because if you you'll get way less rewards if you have to do it 5 times in order to get it. Yeah, you do need to do it 5 times, because I only got 1 emblem. Normally you get, like I said, normally you get 3. Well, I guess we gotta double check party mode, eh? Well, Mr. Mitsu, unfortunately, I did quit Aura Kingdom Impact because of the way that the dungeons are there. They've made everything significantly more challenging. Like, okay, my gear score is 3 million, so at the very least I'm still competing here in this game. But, like, to my understanding, the stats that you need to be able to get your skills up are a lot higher than what they are for our server. I don't remember what the conversion was, but I'm pretty sure it was, like, comparable. Okay, yeah, no, it's a 0 damage. I don't think I'm beating this, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Oh yeah, decoy. So the thing that you're probably missing is a party. And that is true too, Plinko. But the flat stats required in Aura Kingdom Impact are significantly higher. So it's really a whole different ball game than this game. Whoop, they got me. Here I was thinking I might be able to actually squeak through. Now, the level 70 dungeons, which ones are those again? That would be Titan's Root and Cadilla Fellwood? What's the trick for... No, that's... Are those 65 or 70? Oh yeah, and Frozen. So the issue that I was having with the... Actually, now that I think about it, I was able to beat the regular Frozen Lee Plains in party mode on my lance when I was doing it, but it was a real struggle. What was I doing that I made it through? I've kind of just blocked out the memories. Because the struggle is those cubes. What class are you playing, Mitsu? I don't know if it'll help, but at least knowing what class you're maining, I might be able to suggest something. Lance and Bard, yeah, that was what I was doing too. So the way that I was managing to get through... Oh, I wonder if it's a different ball game now because of the tier. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just that I haven't really played it since I gave up. If your gear is all plus 30, and that's a higher level than I was too. I feel like I want to log into Impact and see what my gear was, because I did manage to just squeak through soloing those party modes, just barely. That being said, I was using a Hymn of Doom build, because the good thing about Hymn of Doom is the well, they did change it weekly, and the other thing they kept doing was not understanding what to do with Tyr, because they made him too strong. And then they tried to nerf him and they made him too strong again. Yeah, I think I was in level 70 as well, so honestly, should I get it patching in the background so I can log in and take a look at what my gear was? It'll be depressing to log in again and take a look at it, I'm sure. Because I know I was just squeaking by. So that the main things that were a struggle, and I don't think that I'd be able to play it again and actually show you right off the top of my head, or right off the bat here, that I did manage to do it, because it feels like a completely different game. It might have been the tier buffing and debuffing. Alright, I'll get it patching. Oh, hold on, I don't want to die. Oh, and my Eidolon despawned. Now I'm pretty confident I can't beat the boss, so I'll just take a moment here and load up Impact. I want to see, because I don't remember... I don't remember what I was doing, but I know that I did manage to beat this level 70 dungeon. So unless they buffed the dungeons while I wasn't paying attention, maybe it wasn't a smart idea to start patching a game I haven't played in months while I'm at a boss, but... Nice. We've done a nice trap. Just kind of go. I mean, there's no timer here, so I can just keep going. If he can't kill me, I can survive. Did they make it so that it was easier to get gold? Because one of the main issues I was having was that it just took way too much gold for everything that I wanted to do. So gold didn't become a currency to exchange with other players. It became a currency that I could use for fortification, and that was it. I suppose I should double check. Do you have your emblem and pet as well? Like a elemental damage emblem and pet? And I guess Lightning is still... I don't know if Tyr's still king, but... he should be in the LP store at least. Okay, so I'm actually not 100% sure what the optimal choice is for that game, because it's my understanding that the damage calculation is different. So, I was using a 40% dark damage pet, along with a, what do you call it? 40% dark damage pet and a 40% dark damage emblem, which I bought from the auction house, but the prices are gonna vary, right? The prices really depend just on what the situation is currently like, because gosh, I bought the dark damage pet right before they spiked in price. I think I paid 400 each for those. And yeah, this is kind of not happening, so hold on a second here. My screen is covered because they cost 5,000 each now. See, this is what I'm talking about. For 5,000 gold is not even enough to fortify your gear. 5,000! Holy crap! Unfortunately, that might be the difference, because that, like I said, I was able to do it. Oh, it wants a verification code. Where's my email? No kidding. Are you on the Alucard server or the cat server? Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. I have to use my phone to verify my email to verify my game. It's gonna take over my tracking for a sec. Did it go in junk email? No. Oh, come on, not again. This is kind of suffering. This is a whole other version of suffering, is trying to get into my own accounts. Not that one. What other emails do I have? I have no... Oh, shoot, I forgot you have to hit the send email verification button. That's quite silly. Now I have to double check all of my emails again. Wow. Pretty sure it's this one, though. Nope, not that one. Oh, there it is. I thought Sorry, I'm just getting back to being able to see the chat again here. I thought that the Asian server was better for prices, not worse. But I mean, the sad thing is that free-to-play players can't even benefit from those kind of inflated prices because you have no way to re-roll things. Oh, I may as well switch the game window here. Is that the right one? This one? No, not that one. That one. Yeah, because the re-rolls were only in the, Oh, right, I forgot. This one doesn't work in that mode. There. What the? Just showing off items from the auction house? Alright, so I got myself a Karis pet when she was in the LP store. That was, what, 50,000 LP, so that was one of my dark damage bonuses. Right, dark attribute skill damage 25%, and then just a nice little flat damage buff. And right now it says I'm a Starcaller, but I was playing as Lancer. And as you can see, no secret stones basically, because the only ones I have were from Starcaller, which is what I played when I started. I hear that they're going to adjust the way that the secret stones work, so that's, I mean, that's nice, but not coming back for that. But yeah, we got, I didn't even finish fortifying my gear. I have one left that's... Do I still have any fortification scrolls? I know that's the wrong ones, right? That's the middle tier, I need the top tier. Yeah, I got myself a cute little 40% skill Frigga. I got my Karis. And then I got a 40% dark skill emblem. But in this gear set, I was able to struggle my way through the level 70 solo modes. They're still only giving out LP in the login rewards. Kinda sucks. Has the store improved at all? Oh boy, look, I got stuff in here. Oh, that's gonna be from codes. I don't have anything interesting. You know, I don't hate the prices for the costumes here. That's relatively accessible, because you're not gonna, I mean, I suppose you actually would want to buy a bunch of costumes for the archive, but that's still really accessible in terms of how much farming it would take to get one that you actually really like, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a cute mount. I kind of like that. It's a reroll, right? So if you come over here into the rerolls, pet refinement water. Did they show the list? Yeah, so you can get, I mean, look at these percentages though. 2% chance for any individual skill element plus 40%. However, this is 5,000 LP, so that's quite expensive to reroll. And if you do it with an LP-based one, you can't sell those to other players and benefit from the way that the market has gone, right? So that kind of sucks. Okay, so we've got the first 2 slots for secret stones as well. I think they might have, added one of those. Or maybe I'm just remembering wrong because I barely used them. Holy Spirit refinement? I don't think I refined mine at all, no. And I know it kind of sucks for me to say, yeah, I totally could beat it, and then not go and fight it right now. But to be fair, I am so out of the loop on what's going on in this game. Freaking 40,000 for a backpack is ridiculous. Oh, they added anima here too. that's good, because I was thinking that it kind of sucked the way that the anima were going. Hello, Mr. Blue Whale. Gosh, I just... could use that in the regular Aura Kingdom, that's for sure, and I wouldn't even mind if it was 40,000 for an Oath Ring in my Aura Kingdom. No, I'm not playing Aura Kingdom Impact. I opened it up because Mitsu here was asking about what to do to be able to make their way through one of the dungeons that I remember I was able to beat. So I just went in here to check what it was about my skills that allowed me to actually get through it. And I'm pretty confident the difference is all these extra skill bonuses. But the other thing that's an issue is that the elemental skill damage, to my understanding, was also nerfed quite a bit in the damage calculation here. But, like, everything was nerfed in this game. It's just not fun. So I'm getting out of here because I don't want to play it anymore. It just reminds me of how depressing it is. Oh, and of course, getting your Eidolon to 4 stars, right? So you can get the 4-star buff, or there's that gone, right? The elemental buff for your Eidolon. I mean, she's cute, but whatever. I'm getting out of here. I don't want to see it anymore. Welcome back to the other Aura Kingdom. There. Try the boss one more time. I think any of my buffs run out that were worth having. Oh, my temporary manual is gone. Just throw that up there. It'll get used. Oh, I don't need Book of Awakening. And you know what? I'll use these. I don't think... I think it's possible that I could beat this guy. It's still gonna take a really long time. And I probably should have brought some mobs or something that I could use with the decoy. Alright, so one thing that I don't think Aura Kingdom Impact is going to end up doing is this. I mean, obviously my damage is not supposed to be 0, but they have these 0 damage dungeons in regular Aura Kingdom just because people were getting so ridiculously overpowered that there was no choice. Because it didn't matter how, like, the inflation of stats was going pretty crazy, so this was how they decided to solve it here, was with stuff like the pen, the blood armor shields and whatnot, and then eventually just, your damage doesn't work anymore. So the way that we actually do damage here is just by, it's our skill, and our elemental damage, and target damage. So, I'm not saying this game is perfect and Aura Kingdom Impact is the only one that's got problems. Both games have some fundamental flaws. I guess the way you could look at it is just that because I've put so much more time into this one, I'm better equipped to handle the end game here. And the idea of grinding out in Impact the way that it was going just was very unsatisfying. And again, I was complaining about it earlier, but it feels like gold was just a currency to fortify equipment. By the time I finished fortifying my equipment and could beat the level 70 dungeons, I was just... the next set of gear was coming out in a week, right? Like, it was less than a week that I was actually able to function. And even then, in my parties, I pull up my damage meter, and I'm doing, like, a fraction of what my guildmates were doing. On, like, the really hard content. Like, we were running Pyroclastic Purgatory, and I was working on my Flame Holy Chest. It was not great. Where's my better healing? Kind of feels like he's not even attacking me right now, and yet... What are you doing there, buddy? Oh. Oh, right, because I was using Ultraviolet Catastrophe. I gotcha. Oh, that was a bad place to use that trap. Is my speed good? No, my speed is not good. There we go. Probably be approaching this the same way as the Abyss, though, that the only skill that does damage is Sonic Bomb. So the only thing I should worry about is Sonic Bomb and the things that improve how much damage Sonic Bomb does. I don't know how helpful it will be, but there are a couple elements that you are still missing with regards to like the pets and whatnot and contracts. It's just that I think the timing-wise, it was just easier to get them at the time that I was playing, and I'm not sure how accessible that's going to be if you can't farm gold super effectively. I don't know, this is just absolutely riveting me hitting a whole bunch of 1 damage attacks on a boss, but I'm not super good at this class, that is true. Maybe I should have gone on my, I moved everything back to the Whipmaster. Good luck. Good luck, Mitsu. I just realized it's probably Lieutenant Mitsu, LT. Oof. Oh, my Eidolon's gone, is she? No, she wasn't. I just lost track of her. Oh, don't reset, don't reset. What do you mean, dang? Plinko? Well, I'm surviving, right? It's doable. There's no timer. I want to see if they give you 3 or only 1 at the end, because the solo mode only gave 1. But if you want to help, feel free to join me, Plinko. You could make this easier. Throw a little ice trap under you. Oh, no, I don't know if I want to keep going now. Yeah, I think I'll call that done then, because I don't really want to keep fighting that guy for another half an hour. But this is the one time I would say that the emblem is worth it. My only thing is that you're going to have to do it 5 days for 1 chance. Because this says 9. Thank you, Mr. Blue Whale. I think it was a decent try. And Plinko, I did ask Xchibi to run the Abyss of Light to see whether or not the knockback destroys him as well. But no reply, so probably at work, which is sad. But you know, some people do have to work. I'm on call today, so technically I could still... there's not very many hours left in the workday at my place, so I don't think they'd call for me to do like a 4-hour shift. Like, they don't usually do that. But normal people that have set schedules are probably at work at this time of day. Alright, that was kind of suffering. But have I had enough suffering? I don't think so. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer all of this gear over to my Whipmaster and see whether or not he can handle the Abyss. Oh, come on. Oh, hey, Lousy. Thanks for at least stopping by. I've actually finished my coffee. It is completely gone now. And, it was a family member's birthday last week, so we had a nice little party, and my mom bought fancy whipping cream, like from a local dairy place, because we we forgot about it, and the only store that was open on the day was the boutique grocery store. So we bought fancy whipping cream, and my mom couldn't finish it, and it's expiring tomorrow. So she gave it to me, so I had my coffee with very fancy whipping cream on it. And just to stick with the fancy element, I whipped it by hand, like without electricity. It's a artisanal hand whipped whipped cream in a coffee. Oh, not my birthday. My birthday's in July. It was a family member's birthday, to be clear. I don't want to steal their birthday from them. Oh, right. It actually does make it better because I feel better eating or drinking my coffee with whipped cream on top after I have spent a solid 20 minutes. No, it didn't actually take 20 minutes. After I've spent a solid 5 minutes making my arm sore from whipping. And that was her original trophy, so she can keep all of that. I'm not out of coffee. I'm actually quite low on beans though, so I've got new beans arriving tomorrow. So I don't know that I'll make another cup of coffee after the stream today. I'll probably just have some tea or something. That looks like everything. No, I've still got the contract. And that is only a holy light pet, so that's not really worth bringing along, but whatever, I'll leave it in the storage. I am gonna need you guys, though. Alright, one last thing, and then I think we'll call it from the bean popsicles. I don't want to talk about bean popsicles. A coffee popsicle with like ripples of ice cream in it, or maybe an ice cream popsicle with ripples of like a coffee, like or a sweet coffee inside. I can get behind that. And then just like also have some chocolate covered coffee beans. Make that happen, but otherwise we're talking cursed foods. Okay, so we're taking those two, and those, 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 and those. And ultimately, he didn't open a manual, so I am gonna bring a 3-day manual, because I've got 15 of them. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure what I was describing there, Plinko, was not cursed. It was a well thought out food concept that could use some R&D. I'm sorry. What's wrong with baked bean popsicles? It's tasty, cold, and hot at the same time. It is absolutely not tasty, cold, and hot at the same time. You can't have baked things that are cold and hot at the same time. Even baked Alaska, which is, what do you call it? The egg thing, meringue on top of ice cream, even that is not cold and hot because the meringue insulates it and then you eat it at the point that it's no longer hot. I don't even want to know what fried ice cream is, Plinko. Far be it from me to get in your way, Lousy. But to my understanding, you are in a hurry, so if you're going to make cursed food, you're not going to have time for it today, right? Hold on a second here. Where's my storm eidolons? My, almost a cheat code. I probably didn't need to reuse that. I bet you I still had it active from the Abyss, but whatever. Where did it go? There's that. We're gonna take a store manual because I've got 15 of those temporary manuals, and at some point I do need to use them. Take care, Lousy. is, for some context for anybody that's not familiar with Plinko's cursed ways, Plinko is currently somewhat obsessed with a certain YouTuber that creates cursed sausages, and I'm not talking like as a euphemism. They literally have equipment for creating sausages, and they put random crap in it, and I died. You are not helping, my dear Dawnlight. Where was that contract? There you are. Honestly, I think he's doing worse than my guns. Oh, I just needed to activate my rage mode. My damage is completely loaded into all the bonuses we get in that mode. There. I don't know if it's, like, doable per se, but we'll see what the first boss does to this character. How much longer are his buffs? 4 hours, there's plenty of time. Would you like numbers? Oh, weird. You're not making it. That was a stun. Should I just run to the boss? See who even aggroes? I just want to build up my bar here. That's why I'm still attacking stuff. Trigger the boss. And we'll hit you with the aggro mode. Yikes. I think I broke it. That didn't seem normal. These mobs are not moving normally. Did I do so many hits that the mobs can't even load their AI? Because I don't have anything in my kit that should be stopping them like that. Did I just despawn her again? I can never see her, and then I despawn her. Oh, people mad? Sorry, in chat here. People mad because paywall cut off sound for Amiibo on Metroid Prime 4? Well, yeah, I heard about that this morning. Kind of crazy. I'm not a Metroid Prime player, though. And if it's for the Switch too, I'm not going to be getting one anytime soon anyway. Doesn't really feel like the Switch 2 has any, like, must-plays. Okay, yeah, no, he's doing much worse than my guns were. Gonna have to use that for healing. And even then, that was not as much as I was expecting. I thought it was 10% for each blood soul, that's right. And the chivalry should be active, but I'm still not really healing all that much. Maybe for a little more debuff? Well, you know me. I wouldn't advocate for anything illegal. But I have heard that there are ways that, for free, you can replicate the signatures of the amiibos. So if it's something that you're massively concerned about in terms of the the content of your games, there's ways around it that I would never recommend that you look into. Personally, I have a couple amiibos, but I have never bought one just because it was for a game and I wanted content in the game. I have the main characters from Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which are quite nice, and they're on my desk here. I love them. They don't even give you anything good in the game, too. I don't remember what it was that they did, but I think they just spawned a couple random items underneath you. They didn't do anything really impressive or fancy, so I honestly kind of whatever. And even those were marked up hugely after they were released. But then I've also got some of the ones that were released around the time that Tears of the Kingdom came out. I want to say it was. Some of the Legend of Zelda ones, and they just look cool. I just like them. They're next to my TV. But yeah, no, pretty clear that my oh, I'm on storm damage reduction right now anyway, but yeah, pretty clear my Webmaster is not doing this, so just to recover some face, I am gonna go back and run solo mode to feel slightly better. But I'm also going to file a ticket about the fact that it only drops one emblem, because normally these drop 3. There. My bruised ego requires a little bit of healing. I could probably just take it. Honestly, there's no reason to fight the mobs here. Literally zero benefit to fighting mobs other than them not being with you at the boss, and I can handle the boss and the mobs, so it's fine. I don't know what was going on with the fact that the mobs were freezing up, though. I've never seen that happen before. None of these skills have that kind of effect. Yeah, we'll just run. Build up a little bit of my my gauge and have it full for the next boss, but otherwise not really a concern. Don't need to grab them all. Here. Now, the way you're supposed to handle those zero damage dungeons is you bring a party, and then everybody does enough debuffing that you can actually use your regular skill damage against them, alongside your elemental damage. I think elemental damage is really the big one on those guys. But, unfortunately, I just ain't got what it takes to do it alone. And I'm pretty sure that even like the super high-end OP gear players, like the ones with the gosh, what's that set? The Paragon set? Even they're going to be sitting at 0 damage, so increasing the fortification level on my gun's weapon would not have helped. It's all about the debuffs. And of course, because your damage is at 0, you're not going to be healing as much on skills that rely on a damage, or your damage for healing. Yeah, just one. And can't put it in the shared storage either, so you're going to have to fight. How many days is a patch? It's 3 weeks, right? So... Yeah, the patch should end on the 24th, so that means you're gonna get at most 4 of the boxes if you run every single day per character that you can run on. Now, last time the boxes said you got 9 fragments for the attempt to craft the emblem, but you didn't actually. You only got 1 of the fragments. Like, this says 9, and it did on the last one too, but you only got 1 when you opened it. And again, oh, that's a different fragment. Despair? No, it's the grief fragment. Like I said, it says 9, but I actually only got 1 the last time it said that. So if you actually only get 1, and you actually only are supposed to get 1 of these, then you're going to get 1 attempt at crafting your Nightmare certificate, and this is actually a good one. So that kind of sucks. I am going to fill out a ticket to ask whether or not it's intentional that this time they're only dropping 1 when normally it should be dropping more. And I might try to recruit somebody to fight through the party mode to see how many party mode drops, because party mode should also be dropping 3, which would at least get you 1 box per day, even though it doesn't. It's the wrong fragments for this emblem, which is interesting. I wonder if that was intentional. I don't know. I kind of wish they were doing the easier nightmares a little more often, because I think these are such a huge gap from the regular gameplay to the nightmares. And I mean, obviously you've got stuff like Vault of Eternity on top of that, which requires even more damage. But for these ones, it feels like it's just such a gap. I wish they had the party not 0 damage mode and then the ultra hell 0 damage mode on top of that, because I feel like it would be a bit more accessible for people. And like, I don't know, you make the party mode the same, like the easy party mode, the same drops as like the regular solo mode, so that if you've got something locked behind the harder party mode, like if they did the thing with the manuals again, I could see them locking that bit behind the harder mode. That would be fine in my opinion, but like, just kind of feels like it goes from 0 to 100 a little too fast on those ones. I don't know, I'm not a game developer. Anyway, better put my gear back in the warehouse and give it back to Midday so that she's not completely devoid of equipment the next time I try to... Oh, no, I should probably give it to Noon. Since in about 3 hours, the abysses are going to reset. So I'm probably going to try and run again now that I have a bit more of a better idea about a strategy. So yeah, I'll give it to Noon. Sorry, Atosh. And then that guy. And Kingyo. That should be everything. That should be everything. Oh, these two. Oh, and that one. There we go. Maybe I will open up a fusion manual for her too. I don't know. We have that box that had the fusion with the 1-day fusion manuals in it. I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, my Bond trophy that I can't sell. It's probably on Midday right now since she took everything to make some space. But we do have one box with the 1-day combined manual. So maybe later tonight I'll try goofing around with that and and Noon inside the Abyss of Light. But at the very least, what I've learned is that, once again, Nightmare Abysses are a bit of a nightmare. So thanks for suffering along with me. I do believe I should go for a nice little walk and think a little bit more about the other classes. I just don't think there's anything... I don't think there's anything specific that I'm missing about the class skills. Guard seems to work really well because Guard has the nice stun, and they don't actually get stun. They don't actually get stun Guard, so you can continuously stun them. So Guard has a good stun for that. I think if I was a little bit more ambient drone on my Bard, that might work quite well as well, because it's all around you. The problem is if they knock you while it's casting, it misses. Reaper seems like the mobs do help. I never ended up testing Shuriken to see whether or not its decoy skill would be effective at taking away the attention of those things. I don't remember how good the decoy skill is either. I'm pretty sure it's not great. But the Sorcerer's Sleep does not seem very effective. And everybody else is just going to get knocked back. So Gunslinger's Decoy seems to be my favorite option at this point for trying to get through the Abyss, but we're not going to be able to do it again for another 3 hours. So I am going to go take a walk and think about it, but thank you so much for coming and joining me, and you guys. It's and especially for the help with ideas about what to do for the freaking Abyss. I'll make some more tonics too. I like tonics. Get some sage stones. Make some tonics. Yeah. Get those. But yeah, for now we're gonna go. So again, thanks so much for coming out, and we'll catch you next time. Hopefully not as long between streams. I know I missed last week because I was a bit busy with some work stuff, but such is life. We'll catch you next time. Saying goodbye is very hard.